Hello, I am here to discuss something that is of great importance to me. Now, before I get into this discussion, I want you to know that I'm not a doctor. I have no medical degree, no knowledge in any medical procedures. I'm just an average guy who is going to be talking about his experience with Kratom. Now, first of all, you might wonder, well, what is Kratom? Well, Kratom is a plant from Southeast Asia. It's part of the Rubiaceae family, which means the coffee plant and its other relatives. Now, the wonderful thing about this plant is it has a lot of uses. It's very useful for managing pain. It's very useful for managing anxiety. And it can even help you with opiate withdrawal. It does all these wonderful things, yet it's controversial right now because the FDA wants to ban it. Now, I can understand why, because I've seen a few videos where the people who made these things were messed up, or they were talking about it using terms that are related to drug use. I got high on it, or it caused this effect or that effect. Now, it does cause euphoria. Now, euphoria is not a thing to be afraid of. All euphoria is it means it makes it feel real good for you. And that you're going to have a better time with it than you would without it. Now, as far as addiction goes, yes, I'll admit Kratom is addictive. But it's about as addictive as coffee is. Now, the withdrawals are not coffee-like. But the addiction potential in my book is about the same as coffee. Plenty of people get addicted to coffee. They have to have it often, and it's pretty much the same thing. And you need to be very cautious with the use of Kratom. You need to know what you're taking, and as far as how much of it goes. In my book, a digital scale is the way to do it. You can, a lot of people like to use a spoon or a teaspoon. Well, really, you have no idea how much is in a teaspoon. I've had teaspoons that were 4 grams. I've had teaspoons that were 2 grams. And that can be very confusing. That's not a good way to measure your dose. Also, since I'm in the upper range, I take 8 grams. And I thought that a heaping tablespoon was 8 grams. I weighed it, it ended up being 12 grams. I was taking more Kratom than I wanted to take. And that's why it wasn't working the way it should for me. Now, the wonderful thing about Kratom is it has a ceiling effect. That means if you take too much of it, you're going to get sick. And then that way it prevents abuse. Plus, the stuff tastes like a wood elf's asshole. It is not a very tasty product. But it does wonders, and I've seen it save lives, countless lives of addicts or people who were addicted to pain pills, and getting off of them that way. And I don't understand why the FDA wants to try to ban it. I guess it's because it cuts into the pharmaceuticals' profits. Well, as far as I'm concerned, fuck Big Pharma. We need this, and we need to do everything we can to make sure that this product stays legal. And I would like to get the word out that this product saved my life. I was an addict for a long time. For 20 years I was on drugs and alcohol. And this product here has replaced it. And, some people might be going, well, you're replacing one drug for another. Well, you're replacing a drug that can kill you with a substance that's never killed anybody. Now, I believe there are a few individuals who might have died from it. But it's only a very small people, like 5 people. Some people have bad reactions to this stuff, or they take way too much of it. And then they get into problems, or it becomes something you do all the time. And it can easily become that way. It really can. And you need to be careful with it, but you need to just modify how much you take, know what you're how much you're taking, and keep track of it. Write it down so that you don't end up going beyond the point that you want to. Yeah, it's a wonderful plant. And that's all I have to say about that.